A few weeks ago, I taped, but didn't post, a video about female genital mutilation in the Muslim world. And then I saw this video, which is so moving, by Zainab Jama. She is charismatic, beautiful, intelligent, Miss Somalia 2025, and will be representing Somalia in the upcoming Miss World competition. She talks about her own experiences undergoing at the age of 7 female circumcision, basically mutilation, that almost killed her. So I want to link to her video, and I want to post the video that I didn't post before. We all have to join the fight.
I was 7 years old. I was outside playing with my friends when I was picked up. My clothes were ripped off, and I was taken to a room where 3 women waited with blades, scissors, and all tools. These women were not doctors, nor were they medically trained, just tradition passed down through generations. They cut off my clitoris, the part of my body meant for womanhood. They then sliced away the inner labia and the outer labia. I remember I screamed in pain because during the procedure there's no anesthesia used, no comfort, only blood and loud silence. I remember crying and begging, but the woman told me to be quiet, to be brave, and to be proud, as that was part of our tradition. Once the cutting was done, my skin was stitched back together with thick thread or thorn, leaving only a tiny part of hole, barely enough for urine or blood to pass through. This process is called infibulation and is one of the most severe forms of FGM.
Simcha's sessions, out-of-the-box insights into history, religion, and politics.
People rightly associate me with filmmaking about history, about biblical history and archaeology. But, you know, I started out mostly with investigative journalism. 2 of my 3 Emmys are about child trafficking, women trafficking. And I want to come back to those kind of issues today. And the 2 merge, Israel and human rights, in the sense that what I've noticed over time, over history, is that when people go after the Jews for no reason, they ignore real issues. Not only the Jews are hurt, but everyone else. In this instance, I think that Arabs are hurt by the constant lying about Israel. Genocide. There's no genocide in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. There's collateral damage in the war that Hamas started, but there's no genocide. Apartheid. There's no apartheid. It's an insult to people who endured apartheid in South Africa to call what happens in Israel today apartheid. During apartheid in South Africa, black people didn't sit on the Supreme Court of South Africa, but Arabs sit today, Palestinians, Israelis, Arabs sit on the Supreme Court of Israel. So let's talk about what's really going on, not about just myth-making to go after the Jews. Let's talk about clitorectomy. Clitorectomy? What's clitorectomy? It's a horrible practice in the Muslim world generally, in the Arab world generally, in the Palestinian world specifically, whereby little girls as young as 4 or 5, look it up, Ayan Hirsi Ali, she endured this in Somalia at 5 years old. They have their clitorises cut off. They call it female genital mutilation cutting, FMGC, so that no one actually knows what anybody's talking about. Or they call it female circumcision. It's mutilation, and every human rights group in the world says so. And if you think this is a side issue, we really should be marching up and down Columbia campus and Harvard campus talking about Israel. 270 million women today are alive who've endured genital mutilation, clitorectomy. According to UNICEF, in the next 5 years, 30 million more Muslim girls and women will endure this horrible practice of making their life miserable, making sure that they never enjoy sex, that they're always in pain, that they have infections that sometimes they die from, and that they really become just baby machines in a patriarchal Arab society. Who's doing anything about that? Well, the only place somebody is doing something about it is in Israel. Palestinian women organized themselves, Al-Fanar, and with the help of the Israeli government and Israeli society have actually brought down the statistics of clitorectomy in the Arab-Israeli world. Everywhere else, by the millions it's happening. And, you know, people, Muslim women in positions of power, like Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, she's from Somalia. She was insulted when she was asked to do more to stop clitorectomy. Why are you turning to me, she said. She's appalled, she said. Really? You're from Somalia, where according to the WHO, 97% of women endure this horrible practice. Is it so illegitimate to ask you to lobby on their behalf and leave Israel alone for a minute? Why are you talking so much about Palestinians and nothing about Somalis? Have you endured this practice? What about Palestinian Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib? She doesn't bring this issue up, clitorectomy in the Arab world. She can't even condemn Hamas's rape on October 7th. She thinks it's, I guess, a legitimate form of resistance to rape Israeli and Jewish women. When Congress condemned this practice, she didn't vote for the condemnation. She said present. Really present? Where are you present? Be present in this world. Palestinian society, there's honor killings where teenage girls are murdered by their own families so that they can regain honor in our Arab society. What did these girls do? They wore jeans, these teenage girls. They had, God forbid, premarital sex, and they have to be murdered by their own family. Little girls have to be pinned to the kitchen table and have their clitorises cut off. It's time we address some real issues. Put aside the fake issues and address some real issues. Let's have a symbol, a hand, a bloody hand with a blade on it, and say, stop clitorectomy now. Let's have a symbol that Hollywood types, when they're getting their Oscars, they can say, stop clitorectomy now.